Well, looks like we're live. Or we're here anyway. Funny thing happened today. Because I've been off for so long, I decided that I'd get up, even though the alarm didn't go off, and I drove to work. What a knucklehead. So I'm up, and I'm ready to go, and we're going to get something done today. We're going to do a lot of stuff. Let me change my shirt. Let's see if we got any viewers coming on. Probably not. It's pretty early in the morning. It's sub 6 o'clock on the West Coast. Shoot, we do have we have 3. Unbelievable. Well, this is going to be a day-long project. Well, because it's Sunday, like I said, I screwed up this morning. Got up, went to work, drove there, said, man, there's nobody here. What's going on? And looked at the phone, and sure enough, it was Sunday. been playing for a week. Let me translate that, and I'll get right with you. My nose is gonna run today. You know, I told you about that wood yesterday. Hey, Craig. No, I'm not. I'm using the kit as patterns, Craig. Let's see here. I gotta translate this here. Copy. And we'll go here, translate. I believe that's Russian. ENGLISH to Russian. Okay. English to Russian. Enter text, paste. We need to swap it back. Hello, dear friends. Now, I can't do this all the time because it would take me a long time. Hello, all. Let's see here. Let's go back this way. Hello, dear friends. Hello. Hello, come on. Okay, I got it. I can't, I mean, this is but you know, I realize this guy's Russian, but I don't speak Russian. We might as well say something back to him. Paste. Okay. All right, for today's excitement, I think I'm going to go ahead and, in about 2 hours, I got to go to Lowe's and get some white glue. So we'll run this for a couple hours. I go get some white glue. And then when I come back, we'll skin the wings. And we'll lay them out. I'll cut the skins here. And I'm going to weight them on my glass table back there. But the birds are watching me for some reason. So, what we got to do here? I got to get this stuff to fit better. Yeah, Craig. This is the kit wood here. It's 11 pound. 11 pound wood. This is Australian wood. It's 5 3/4 pound. We're going to go from the plywood doublers to balsa doublers. I guess we could set that up right now. Let me see if I can find my I got it right here. Maybe I got some epoxy, I don't know. Yeah. So, we're going to do something today. This is a 1/2 ounce carbon veil. So we'll cut a couple pieces for that. Hopefully we got enough here. Probably. Yeah, it'll be good enough. It'll be good enough. Picture and sound okay? Let's see what that is. Auto director. Auto director's on. We'll go every 2 minutes. Back. Need to remove that one, cam 2. No, we won't. We'll add cam 2 when I hold it. It'll be good. It'll be fine. Had a great time at Brodex. Really fun. How many guys have ever done this system? It's how this gets done. Is fuselage is laying here like so. I need to clean some of this crap up. And this gets put on here, and it's laminated with epoxy. Believe it or not, I've even done this with CA. I built a Magnum with all CA one time. I got a message into Mike Pratt to see what motor he used in the original. And if it's a Super Tiger 60, we'll do that. If it's a Super Tiger 46, we'll do that. But I kind of need to know before I lay it out. It's nostalgia, you know. To me, the Magnum, the paint scheme is kind of plain, but I want to make it look like the kit box. Mike Pratt's original. See, I think it's overbuilt, but what do I know? And nope. This is the inboard. Goes on this side. What do I know? I don't know anything. I know we need to get rid of this. Need to clean all this. I'm going to have to today clean off this bench so we can weight the wings down on this glass top. Want to hear how ridiculous things are? I bought 5 packages of, that's 10 sheets. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. $36. Back in the day, this was a dime a sheet. I have a roll of silk span, but it's old. I don't know. You put so much work into these airplanes, you kind of hate to use the old stuff. I'll probably use the old stuff on this airplane because it's a sheeted wing. There's not much, room for... Well, I don't know. The 51, I think they were around then, but I think... Pratt had a 60 in it. And I have a lot of 60s to choose from. Let's see here. Any one of those two, them are good 60s. And I got more than that. I got more back in St. Louis. Or one of these two. That's a big gem. I used the big gem. It's been worked on to make it lighter. The head's been shaved down. Let's see, how many more I got up here? Oh boy. Well, I know there's 2 more. So there's 6 60s that I could choose from, or one of the 2 in my other airplanes that I could choose, swap around. Hey, and one thing you guys need to quit doing with these motors, look, they hog the motor mounts out. I don't know why they do that. Why would you do that? Make the thing fit the wood. Don't make the engine hog the motor out. Anyway, we'll get around to that. We need to get back to building. I gotta get this shit cleaned up. Dan McAtee, yeah, he was there with me at Sig. So, spoil for choice with engines. It's like I say, it's either one of the two. Super Tiger 46. Well, I could put a PA in it. I got two PAs here. His Magnum Force had a PA in it, I think. Nice thing about this airplane, I won't be afraid to fly it, because if I dork it in, I'll only have a month in it. And not my best engine to hit the ground. I built that profile. I don't know that I did it online or whatever. I had a Super Tiger 60 in it. It looked like a Junar profile. Took it to Huntersville, and like an idiot, I forgot to tighten the ball link on the elevator. And that push rod came off. I hit the ground and broke a brand new Brian Gardner 60 in Huntersville. You know what? Come to think of it, I need to quit going to Huntersville. Every time I go to Huntersville, I lose an airplane. Or, I didn't lose the Junar there, but I got damage. Saw Joe Daly's airplane that he molded, the one that was in the magazine. It's pretty nice. It's 61 ounces with 12-pound wood. Think how light it'd be with 6-pound wood. So we got this going. Need to mark out the stations. Need to strip up some 3/16. Okay, we got those parts cut. We're just wheeling right along. Okay. Here's another little trick. You know, you can, if you build two lefts, you're kind of screwed. Or two rights, one. So what I normally do, I put the doubler on. I mark it. This is the side the glue goes on. I'm gonna have to buy some epoxy today at Lowe's. we're running low. I wonder if I ought to set the engine back into the wing. Or the well, let me look. See, what is with this encoder? Sending data faster than real time. Does it seem to be running okay still? Where's that other piece? What's up with the air conditioner? Probably gonna go out. Okay, let's get rid of this shit. Okay, we need some 3/16 square stock. Do I have it? Yes, I do. Cut 4 pieces off of that. Come on now, where are you? We'll think of something. Shit, where is it? There's one. Come on, boy, it's getting hard back here. So, this is hardwood there, but that'll hold the fuselage stiff anyway. Flip it over and see what happens. "17 views, 6 watchers. This is going to be a long video today. I mean, I'm going to have to quit to go get some material, some glue and stuff, but it's going to be a long video. We need 4 of them. nice stick there. Dead nut straight. Let's see if these other ones are. Type something in the chat so I know it's working, would you? That one's goopy. That one's got a hoop in it. That one's bowed. So let's cut some more. Might as well just cut them up. This one, that one, and we got one more here. Yep, these four right here. Okay, it's working. Thank you. All right. So now let's mark the stations for the bulkheads on this. Gonna have to pull those back out. F3A, F3B. Should have been two of them. So mark them out. Yeah, just mark them out. Couldn't believe I got up and drove to work today. Damn. Could have slept in. Okay. Okay, I don't know what size wood they use for the post, but we shall see. You know, looking at this kit, not really a kit. I mean, I'm remaking all the parts. But unless you were an advanced builder, I think it would be kind of tough for somebody to build. We're going to need another nipple on this. I got to use the least amount of glue as possible. Now I'm debating whether to modify this kit to have the tanks recessed into the wing and move the motor back with an engine extension, which I probably will do. We'll get the weight pushed back so that it flies better. I don't know how many conversations I had. I had quite a few conversations at Brodex about concentrated weight, how bad it is. You know, when a guy named Ron O'Toole got with me about concentrated weight, yeah, it don't matter. Well, the guy's right. Everything's about weight. Yeah, I'm not making 2 rights and 2 lefts. Robert, can you just check you're not... Yeah, I told you. I marked them already. See? It's marked with X's. So we got X's there. The X's got to match each other. We got X's there. You put them together. You got right and left. Capiche? But thanks for watching out for me. Even though that I have to cut all these parts, this kit shouldn't take any time at all to build. 1 week. 1 week to build, month to finish, probably. I like to have it ready for the Nats. Flying Nostalgia 30. Okay. But I got to practice, so I don't have that much time to work on it. I don't think it'll be ready for the Nats, but we'll try. It's only a month away. We'll try. The painting is what takes so long. That, and I got to edit a video. I mean, how much can one guy do? I've taken on another responsibility with Pampa. If you're a Pampa member on Stunt Hanger, you're going to be able to get into the Pampa section. I'll spend an hour on that today. So we got this one. This one. This one goes here. We need another one for down here. We got this one and that one. Yeah. And I gotta sand the inside of this. I'm gonna have to taper those. I hope this is making sense to you guys. I mean, I move kind of fast. If there's something I'm not covering and you have a question, please ask. Half a 3/16 is 3/32, so we're going to put two 3/32 pieces. Hey, Jack. Well, yeah, I don't know about that. We'll give it our best shot. I mean, I'm building somebody else's airplane. I mean, it's you know, I didn't design this, so. Not quite the methods of construction I would use. But I'm going to do it as per plans. And we'll see how it goes. A couple of things I don't normally do is build from kits and build from plans. So that was cut at an angle. Aha, I see. Okay. So there is a piece that goes right there. I'll use this little stick here. We'll use a little stick. Oh shoot, got too much glue on it. Might have a problem. Oh, maybe not. Maybe so. There it is, I got it. Okay. Okay. Yep, this is not how I do things, but see, my airplanes, I wouldn't put this in. There's really not much need for that, but I am using 3/32 5-pound wood for fuselage sides, so we'll go ahead and put it in and see if that helps. Okay, now let's go back here. We need a piece of 3/32 for the tail post. 2 pieces of 3/32 makes 3/16. I'm using quarter. I'll sand that in. Yep, that'll work. Okay. So this piece goes right here. I think, no, it goes right here. It goes down on the wing. There we go. That's more better. Yep. So, let me look at that. Yeah, it comes from the back of the trailing edge back to that. Any questions, just ask. I gotta get that Brodak Museum video. How thick are the doublers? They're 3/32. 3/32. So we got 3/16 up on the nose. The weight, I swear, if you felt one of my airplanes, you would think that that fuselage is a baseball bat. The construction is so solid in the front. I pity anybody that ever got hit with one of my planes. It would seriously wreck you. And guys, it does not take much glue to hold this stuff together. I see guys globber the glue on. Remember, weigh this bottle. That if you use a bottle of glue, that's how much weight you put on your airplane. Okay, we got one. Well, we need 3/16, 3/32. So that was a 1/4 inch. We'll strip a 1/4 inch here. And we'll use 3/16. See, that's something guys don't think about. How much glue am I using? If you're using white glue, wipe off the excess. God. It only takes enough to hold it together. It doesn't take a ton. Okay. Tail post, that's it. Now, in order to make this, I gotta glue to the bench. In order to make this fit together perfect, we're going to have to taper from here down to here. So, what I will do is sand the taper in it. that way. 3/32. All the bulkheads are 3/30. You should know that's what I mostly use, is 3/32. Okay, we need a mark here to get the tapers even. We don't want the fuselage all hoopty. So we'll put a mark right here and taper. You know, I don't have a spot to sand to, so we'll sand to that. Your airplane can't be too accurate. You're going to make mistakes. You know, somebody said something at Brodax. I guess it was Joe Gilbert. He said, I've made all the mistakes you can make. And Roadjet. Richard Oliver said, you haven't built enough airplanes. That's exactly correct. You ain't done making mistakes. Perfecto. Yep. If you think you've made all the mistakes, you haven't built enough airplanes, because there's more to come. But keep in mind, it's only wood. Everything can be fixed. It's a matter of how quick you recover. You know. Even the so-called pros make mistakes. Lots of them. It's just the way it is. Okay, we got one fuselage side ready to go. Now let's do the other side. And don't spill out and make a glue globber. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sand the top of that with the long bar, top and bottom. Cut into it. Now you might think, well, you're changing the datum. It doesn't matter right now, because everything's built from whatever line I sand into this. When the motor mounts get glued in, when the wing gets glued in, it's from this final line right here. As long as this line is straight, it doesn't matter what the line is. Because we're not really measuring from this line, we're measuring from the glass that we build it on. There's my encoder acting up again. What I might do with this airplane is paint it and then paint a spot for the AMA numbers, but not put my number on it. So that if I need to loan it to somebody or whatever, they can put their number on it. Or if I sell it or whatever. Ah! Damn. Snap that thing again. I need to get that doubler on there to strengthen that joint up. Okay, let's set that one aside and do the other one. Next. Hopefully we can get it cooled off in here. It's supposed to be hot. Alrighty. Piece of crap. I need to make a glue bottle that does not fall over. You know what? I think I will. I think I'll make something. I'll sell them. I'll make something that this sets in real tight. Piece of plastic with a base on it so it don't fall over. Because that's a pain in the ass. You know what? Let's build off the one I did. That way there's less chance for error than doing it off this one. That's a good idea. We'll get a piece of 3/32. Uh-oh, this broke too. Damn. I'm having a heck of a time. Because I don't have any room. It's amazing that some decent airplanes have come out of this little apartment. Because there is zero room. I know, you guys hear me bitch about it all the time. I got a way to fix that, but I don't want any added weight. Okay. So in order to make this work perfect, because we like perfect, we're going to cut us a piece for a jig here. I think I'll bring it down to the end and clamp it with a couple of clamps. That's a good idea. When I make a suggestion, on your builds or whatever. It ain't that I know everything. There was a guy at Brodex when I made a suggestion. Yeah, I know, you know everything. No, I'm trying to help you. Okay. Those people who think they know everything are particularly aggravating those of us who do. Just remember that. I guess that'd be all right. So we need a piece of 3/32, which is right here. Slip that bad boy in right there, like so. How's that for genius? Never done this before. But guaranteed to be right in the right spot. That's what matters. Come on now. Okay. Okay. So after I go to Lowe's, which is now open, when we come back, we'll run this stream 2 hours. So at 10 o'clock, or wait a minute, it's 8:30, be 9:30. I'll go get some glue, and then I'll come back on. Because I'm going to build all day. There's nothing for me to do here except for this. I'm a little bit slower building with this stream because I'm explaining everything. But I didn't mark those. Let's just use this doubler. But really not a whole lot. So I just had that stick. What do I do with it? Oh, well, it don't matter. I just cut another one. Disappeared. Disappeared. What the fuck? This is the tail post. Come on, guys. You saw where I put it. What did I do with it? The little piece. There it is. There it is. this out of the way. I don't need this right now. The way I'm doing this fuselage can be built in hand. I don't have to jig it up. Which is good, because I don't have a place to jig it. There's another thing somebody needs to invent, is an anti-stop spout. Come on. Now Bob Giske, on his Bears, didn't put any of these formers in. He just used carbon fiber toe. I can't believe there's 12 watchers this early in the morning. Dennis at a mission said, I said, man, I hate to drag these movies on, for an hour or two or whatever. He said, well, you got guys watching you sand for an hour or two. I was really surprised how many people who don't comment on here are actually watching these. My way is not the only way to do it, it's just a way. You do it ever how you want, but you might pick up a trick, tip, or see something that I'm doing that you can improve on and use it in your own build. Or just have it on as background noise while you're building. It's amazing the rockwood they expected you to use in this. I would have rather them sent me plywood templates, which is basically what I got, but I mean real plywood. So I think the reason why this kit was sold is because they looked at the wood and said, man, this thing gonna build like 1,000 ounces. That's okay, I have the technology to straighten out the problem. This wood is old Sig wood, 3/32 by 3 by 36, 99 cents. That's probably from the 90s, that wood. But I got some other wood that's even older than that. It's back in St. Louis. But my buddy Gary Hayjack, who passed away, he gave me some blocks one time that were flotation devices for docks. And you talk about light. They were light. I've used them all up. I don't have any more of those. Even the heavy ones were light. I think the heaviest I got was 5 pounds, and some were 3 and 2 pound wood. Like that block I got at Brodex, you know, the 3.67 ounce or 6-7 pound wood. And do not listen to people say you can build super light airplanes with heavy wood. You just, ain't no way. I mean, there's techniques to build them lighter, but it won't be exceptionally light with heavy wood. Just can't. But we all got to do the best we can, I suppose. Okay, we got to sand this taper. Sando de bando. Shit. Stepping on sticks. sure it's gonna break. Whatever. Okay, let me explain to you what I'm doing here. Now the kit calls for 3/16 squares all the way around. If you put the 3/16 square at the tail post, that's 3/8 plus 3/32. It's like a ½ inch thick back there. So in order to blend with my 1/4 inch tail, I've sanded the taper in this so that when you pull it together, it'll be a 1/4 inch. That doesn't show this. Like I say, I don't think this was a kit for novices because there's no. Well, there might be instructions, but I didn't get none. So before I glue this together, I need to get them doublers on there and the motor mount. Well, the crutch can go in later, but I got to have the doublers on now. See how nice it went together back there? I still got to sand a little more taper in that one. And we're not quite down to 1/4. Yep, a little more sanding back there. Knowing those little tricks is what makes an outstanding model. So then this piece goes here. We need to cut one for the bottom. Yep, I need to finish gluing this side, sand it up. So already this fuselage weighs an astounding, let's see if we're in the ballpark. Oh yeah. .25 ounces. So that's pretty good so far. I got to have that thing all done under 7 ounces. Let's see, 7, 10 is 17 plus half 18. 18, 21 ounces plus control 23. Yeah, this will be a light airplane. Just by hacking at it a few grams at a time. You know, I took 8 grams here, 10 grams there. So I need to open these. I need to sand these out here. I don't like them when. I hate it when the inside of the airplane looks like I didn't pay any attention to it. Tail post is thinning. see here what we're gonna do. You can't build it upside down. You gotta build it that way. It might straighten up when I put the glue on there. But we need to sand these up. So which one needs that? It's this side here. So we need another piece like this. Only a little wider. Gotta blow my nose again. Yeah, damn. Need to do it on this end so I can do it right-handed. That's the top. And this is the bottom. There we go. Perfect. Got to have perfect. So basically, I'm really taking my time on it. Okay, let's sand up the inside of those. Couldn't believe we got up and went to work today. I was wondering, why did the alarm go off? Shit. Brain is a funny thing. That's okay, I get to spend the Sunday with you guys. I bet John's cutting grass. We only got, we got 10 concurrent viewers. It says 4 on one side and 10 on the other. How many viewers we got, guys? Give me a number. Because if it's 4, I might as well quit. Press 1 if you're watching. I think what I'll do is I'll edit those videos while Charles is on, so that the programs keep coming to you. One. Good, Alexander. Whitman. Greetings from Scotland. There's another thing we talked about, is how many people from all around the world follow this channel. I mean, it ain't just America. Yeah, I'm well. Why shouldn't I be well? Got my monkeypox shot. The Chiquita banana shot. Negative. I'm done playing those games. It's always best to sand these holes out and don't leave any ragged edges. There is so much stress on these airframes that even a little stress riser can cause things to break. And then one or two things will happen. It'll go pop and be flopping around in the fuselage, which will give you a dinker every time you move it. Tink, 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 tink. And that aggravates the crap out of you. Or structural failure. So take an extra minute or two to sand the inside of all the ribs and all the bulkheads, anywhere there's a hole. Make sure it's sanded out. And not only that, when you crash, people go, wow, what a good job he did on it. And it's lighter. Everybody liked my flag shirt there. Wish the guys that didn't believe in America first would move to Venezuela. Shit. Okay, we got them glued on. So it's just the side that I didn't sand. Nope, it was this side, so that's good. Yep, I didn't sand this side. Okay. Slow Wi-Fi detected. That's 9. 11 likes, 9 watchers, 8. goes. Gotta go back that way. Just a smidge. Too far. Put a clamp on it. Yeah, build in hand. Hour and 39 minutes. Yeah, first part's done. Okay guys, I really need to go to Lowe's and buy some glue. I know somebody, they'd like to be my glue salesman. But I need to go get some glue. I will get some 5 minute, some 30 minute, and some Tight Bond 2. We gotta break this apart. Come on now. Yeah, well, this feels kind of heavy. This should be like a 1/4 ounce. It is. Okay. Maybe a little more. 9 grams. It should be 7. But we'll sand it. Get a couple grams off of it. We will sand it and get a couple grams off of it. I don't even know what the Magnum it calls for 1/4 inch sheeting on the bottom, it looks like. I know damn well I didn't give a piece good enough for sheeting on the bottom. Quarter inch bottom sheeting, I'll be damned, yep. Half by 9. 3/8 by half by 9. Super Tiger 46. We could do that. We'll have to weigh them up, see what the Tiger weighs, see what the 60 weighs. Because the one I had a 60 in it, and I think a 60 would probably be better than a 46. 46 would be lighter, use less fuel, but has less power. Alright guys, give me about an hour to go to the store. And I'll be back. Like I say, I have to break this. These are just tacked together. Break this apart. White glue this stuff. Because I don't want to see any of these seams. And CA leaves seams. Oh, I need to mark them. That's what I was getting ready to do. So this is the inside. Lord, let's see here. What are we going to do here? What's that yet? This is the side that gets sanded. So we will lightly scribe some lines here so that it goes back together, right? Break it apart, and I'll white glue it. All right, we'll see you in about an hour, and I'll get some glue. All right, on to the next episode. See ya.